So then I started looking into, because I'm a huge nerd, I started looking at the distribution of heights. And heights, for the most part, follow a normal distribution, which basically means that the distribution of the values is symmetrical around the average or the mean. Additionally, with a normal distribution, there's a statistical concept called the standard deviation, which is basically just describing how spread out the data is, right? So if something has a low standard deviation, they're all sort of clustered in towards that average. But if it has a high one, they're all much more spread out. But with a normal distribution, you can use that standard deviation to see how many values fall in a particular range. So specifically, about 68% of the values will fall within one standard deviation, 95% within two, and 99.7% within three. So for the most part, within that three standard deviations, almost everything will fall there. So for heights, the standard deviation for men's heights is about 3 inches, which, so with those percentages, is like 68%, 5'4" to 5'10", and then 99.7%, 4'10" to 6'4". And what's interesting is that for the most part, that holds up pretty well. That pretty well maps out heights. However, things get really weird when you talk about the extremes. Specifically, we're going to talk a little bit about tall people and how they are statistically impossible. So, the Guinness Book of World Records.
This doesn't remove them from existence, Ben.
No, it doesn't make sense. Hold on. Okay. So the Guinness Book of World Records has accurate records for 10 men who were 8 feet tall or taller, right? So using that mean of 5'7" and a standard deviation of 3 inches, that's 9.66 standard deviations above our mean. Assuming the heights are normally distributed, the odds of a single person being 8 feet tall are 1 in 2.4 sextillion, which is 2.4 times 10 to the 21. Sort of for an idea of the odds of that, if you took 66 coins and flipped them all simultaneously, the chance of all of those coins coming up heads is going to be 5 times higher than one person being 8 feet tall. And it's happened 10 times.
Well, we're very good at sextillions.
Apparently.
As a human race.
Yeah. Other way to think about it, by the way, is that over the course of human history, there have been roughly 108 billion people, which is like orders of magnitude less than that chance of one. So,
wait, over what time period were those 8 people or 10 people?
I mean, the existence of the Guinness Book of World Records. So,
okay.
There have been more than that in human history, I'm sure, just because that's a relatively small chunk. I mean, I know people have gotten taller in recent history, but that's a small chunk of human history, and that's only the ones they have like actual medical records on. So I would imagine there have been other tall people, 8 foot tall plus people as well. Those are just the ones that we can like 100% sure say guaranteed happened. So does any of this actually matter to my answer? No, but I found it and it was cool and I had to share it. Really the important takeaway.
Even more extremely on the other side, like if you have a very short person?
I actually didn't look into that at all. I'm not going to lie.
He doesn't care about short people.
I don't care. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's mean. You matter too, short people.
That was a clip from Absurd Hypotheticals, the podcast where we answer dumb hypothetical questions. For the full episode, click on the link in the description.